Okay, hello. We are back to our regularly programmed Noita. Let's try and get something actually accomplished today. We had our fair share of fun yesterday with the votes, I hope. Today is going to be more SunQuest attempts. So let's just switch right over to the game screen. Oh, I completely forgot to change into my robes. One moment. There we go. Now we're presentable. Okay. Let's... New game. Wait, hold on. Make sure the things are on. Streamer ones, yes, okay. And then this thing. I'm not sure what this is. But, yeah. That's fine, maybe? Oh no, we don't want these. Definitely don't want that. I think that's about it, right? Yeah. Okay. New game. Oh, hello Leon. Welcome. Glad you could join us. You can give me real-time updates on the the coming battle for Potato. I do have a vote on Squidward's side, so we'll see how that turns out. That's a lot of fire. Okay, free trigger, we'll take that. French fact of the day. Squidward is called Carle Tentacule in the French version. Oh, interesting. I actually did not know that. I forget what his Spanish name is. I know it was something weird. Now I need to look this up, hold on. It was like Calamardo or something like that in Spanish. Yeah, Calamardo. El señor Calamardo Tentáculos. Squidward Tentacles. Which I guess in Spanish lore, calamar is what we call octopus once it's been basically prepared to eat. I'm assuming it's based on the word calamari, which is also I think prepared octopus. I'm not sure if it's French necessarily. It might just be Latin. Hey Breeze, hey Kawaii Edge, welcome. Carlo makes no sense in French, has nothing to do with squid, it just sounds very vaguely like calamar. Fair enough. Also, Sky is aware of this, but Kawaii, right now we are doing a song quest attempt. I will usually do some attempts towards completing the song quests first, and then we'll usually end the night, maybe like the last hour or so, with Twitch integration votes. So, apologies if you're early for the voting, but that is how the system normally works. Yesterday was just holiday shenanigans. Not here to vote, here to support. Well, that is very kind of you, Kawaii Edge. Thank you very much for the support. I do very much appreciate it. Yeah, let's go. Ooh. Oh my god, so many good things popping up here. And levitation. Oh my goodness. BRB, gonna grab a drink? No worries. Do what you gotta do. We'll be here. This one is gonna go kind of crazy though.
Scene.
Wrong scene. The stupid thing did the thing again. Hold on. Why? There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's so weird. Just gotta fix something here really quickly. Okay. Now we can see. Thank you, Leon, for letting me know that that's happened twice today now. Okay, I am thinking we've got some really good stuff here. I could just ignore the voices in my head and go straight down. Or we could go early Wand Mart. I mean, this plus this is basically guaranteed Wand Mart. Whether or not we come back alive is a different story, but it could be kind of huge. I think we go for the size diff. We will go to Wand Mart. Wand Mart is just way too good to not go, especially if we have the option. one more addict spotted? Maybe. Just a little bit. I think it's less an addiction to the wand mart itself, so much as, oh god, okay, that's fine. Oh, Kiwaskivi. Yes, please. It's less an addiction to the place and more an addiction to the wands themselves. If the wands on the regular pass weren't so regularly terrible, I would not feel compelled to have to go to Walmart every time I got the option. But maybe that's also just cope. I don't know. Look at this. This is so much faster than using Paha Silma. We don't even need Levitatium. If anybody asks why I cleared that lake out, it's just because I felt like it. There was no point or reason to it. The fish are fine. They can breathe air. I don't think they even breathe, if I'm being quite honest. Hmm. Ba, 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 dum. The journey to One Mar always takes so long. Just having all of this walking time is really the only downside to this whole early One Mar thing. If only there was a way to guarantee teleport bolt somewhere, that would be really nice. Digging straight down after I told Potato not to dig straight down. Irony at its finest. Okay, interesting. Lots of explosions already. Loving the welcome. One more. Why did you have to land there? I want this. Oh my god, that thing got close. Ooh. Okay, I see how it's gonna be, game. Let me grab the thing. I am not gonna play tag with you, Mushroom. Please, just let me grab the thing. Okay. That's just rude, game. Okay, so we're not going down left. Don't think I want to go down this way either, but we don't have much of a choice. That's not exactly what we're looking for. Still not what we're looking for. Teleport is huge. We'll grab that. Sorry for your channel points. Oh, did he win? Hey, if you won, congratulations. That's great. How did he end up doing it? Did he actually brute force it with the projectile field? Nice. I'm glad that worked. That's given me a couple of ideas on how to do it on mine as well. Okay, let's get out of here. Zero charges left too? Wow. I'm assuming he picked up a refresh along the way as well, so 20 charges on that. I can see that being a bit of a tense battle, yeah. Welcome back, Kawaii Edge. We just finished our trip to Wand Mart. We're coming back with a couple of decent things. Do not teleport. My initial thought was to teleport, and then I remember there's a fireball orbital on it. I don't know anything about Noita. Well, you've come to the right place. I know Noita thing. If I had a banned list for puns, you would be right up there. That's a good one though. I like that. I know not a thing. But yeah. I'm the pun bandit. Well, I appreciate good puns here, so that's perfectly fine by me. Also, you have come to the right place if you know nothing about Noita, because I like to pretend that I know a lot of things. So if you have any questions, ask them in chat and I will yap for however long I need to try and explain it. You're also free to just lurk here as well. We have a couple of regulars who kind of just sit here and listen to me ramble about random things. What is the average gravity in Noita compared to Earth? I don't think there's any precedent for that. My initial thought is that it's a 1-to-1, but because there's like the whole levitation thing and everything, it makes it a little hard to draw comparisons. What is the average wing velocity of an unladen swallow? I feel like I have actually heard about that at some point, which is very odd. I distinctly remember the term unladen swallow. I don't remember where I heard it or why I heard it. The wing velocity, I feel like it's relatively high. A Monty Python. Okay, right. That's why. Yes, I remember now. That what was it? I think it was that one castle where they ask like a bunch of questions before they allow you in. African or European swallow. I think Sky understood the assignment. It was the bridge, right? Okay. Oh yeah, you want to see my fish collection? Look at them. Look at them wagging their happy little tails. They're so happy. I might look a little here and there though. Wanted to work on my PNGs for Fuji Tech. Yeah, no worries. Like I said. Where's the water? It's in the sky somewhere. No comment. Kiwaskimi may or may not have had something to do with that. I will neither confirm nor deny the allegations. This world really is magic. Yeah, it tends to have some magical stuff. I do have water, yes. Guy took all of the fish water. Oh my god, there's so many things on there. Okie dokie. Ooh, and we get a chainsaw and black holes and sea of lava. Oh my god, we hit the jackpot in this shop. Okay. We are gonna have fun here. I do not need that many of those. 1, 2, and then 2. And then this, and throw that there for backup. Put this here, give it a long distance. Hold on to this for later. I don't know if you're on Blue Sky, but I revealed my redesign as a Christmas present to everyone this year. Ooh, interesting. I am not on Blue Sky. I actually, for my streaming stuff, I do not have any socials outside of just like the regular Discord account, my YouTube account, and Twitch. Wouldn't look on stream though, because I did post an NSFW prior. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pull it up on stream, don't worry. I might give it a look on my personal stuff though, just to like have a look at it, because it sounds interesting. I'd say that's pretty effective as a wand. We have teleports to get in and out of the mountain. We've got digging. We can hold on to this for future use. Get rid of you. We'll take this. You'll need an account, but if you're on Lich's Discord server, I posted it there too. Yeah, so I do have my own personal account. I just don't have anything related to like my VTuber stuff for Blue Sky. But yeah, I am in Lich's Discord. I'll definitely give it a look. Maybe after stream at some point. Christmas present designs are always interesting. Wow, that statue is dead. Kaboom. Kaboom. More kaboom. Oh my god, everything is fighting down there. The redesign wasn't Christmas theme, just showing what I've been working on for the past half a year. Oh, okay. So you put the redesign as the Christmas present. Got it, got it, got it. I misunderstood. Oh, Fireball Orbital, my beloved. How I've missed you. Such a good modifier. The Christmas art itself is the loot I posted prior to that. Ah, I see. Understood. Which is also on the server. Fair enough. I will give all of that a look after stream. Character design is my specialty, so I'm really proud of it. I'm glad to hear you're proud of it. That's a very good thing. I suck at art. I try my best, but I'm not the most talented at character design. I am pretty good at black and white, sort of like, I guess, realistic sketching, but that's about the extent of my my artistic prowess. There's not much of it. Art is a skill, you just gotta hone it over time and effort. I would agree for the most part. The creativity behind the art is not something that you can just work on, though. That's something that's got to come from a different place. And my creativity is lacking, to say the least. At least in terms of visual art. Realism is very hard. Doing well on it is cool. I appreciate that, Kawaii. Thank you. Creativity is a muscle. Yes, but it also has different strengths depending on the person. That's a bomb. The more you try to be creative, the better you get over time. Yeah, I guess there is an argument to be made for that, sure. But there are people that just are better at certain creative outlets over others. So like, I'm much more musically inclined than visually artistic. So like, that's the only reason I can do realism so well, is because I can see the reference and copy that. Being able to picture something in my mind and then put that on paper is not my forte. Music is a different story though. I used to be super creative as a kid, got depressed and stopped drawing for years. Then when I got back into drawing, I had no creativity left. Had to build that all back up. Yeah, I mean, depression also kind of works counter to creativity because it sort of... Oh my god, that is a lot of things. Speaking from experience, like depression very much just limits your thought processes to, you know, basically just those sad thoughts, as opposed to allowing your mind to wander and roam and create freely. So having to build up that creativity back up is definitely a mood I can relate to. Oh, Potu. I can do nothing for you, buddy. I am so sorry. You're probably gonna die here. I don't want to shoot... Oh yeah, he's dead. It dropped him a Mickey spell? What? This one doesn't do that. This better not be a mod thing. No, it's definitely not. What? Since when? Random chance? I did not know this was a thing. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Ow. I am so glad most of the spell dissipated before the teleport. Okay, let's not be there. Disassociation as well tends to happen a lot. Yes. It can do that for certain people. I have had my fair share of that sort of experience, and I really would like not to go back to that if at all possible. Rude. Can I explore in there? Is there a world where I can get there safely? Maybe. Derealization as well. I mean, that is a different facet of disassociation. I believe they're similar in concept, just different in the scope that it affects the individual. Okay, do not want Giga Saw Blade. Toxic Sludge is not necessary for us. Blind Potion, no thank you. Derealization is when you feel disconnected from the world around you. Disconnection between a person's thoughts, their feelings, actions, or sense of who they are. Right, that's almost word for word for disassociation as well. Is a full disconnect from the self and everything around it. Again, it's just it's a wider scope of it's just a wider scope of disassociation. As disassociation and derealization combined? Yeah. So disassociation is like, well, like half of that says is the disconnect between the self. Kawaii edge, I think you may want to take a breather on the words. It's okay, it's understandable. There you go, yes. Disassociation is the self. Derealization is extended from that to the world. I don't have brain damage, I sure seem like I do sometimes. Well, I might have brain damage. That's probably why I'm a streamer, if I'm being honest. The streamer brain is a real thing, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Ooh, me too. Well, we're in good company, I believe. I am surprised none of that caught us on fire there. Die. Ow, okay. I'm sorry. I'm being called away. No worries, Kawaii. We'll be here. Go do what you gotta do. Fam wants to play board games, well, I hope you have a good evening then. Thank you for stopping by. Always nice to see you here. Take care, have a good stream. Thank you very much, Kawaii. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Ooh. Love train, that's really cute. Thank you. Lasers. No wand. This is actually pretty fast. If I could throw an add mana on there, that would be really nice. Another trigger might be good. Faster wands. I think that's really all we need here, right? It's just faster wands. We'll take it. Just a little bit of wall there. Get rid of that. That's a lot of enemies. Must have been a CEO up there that drowned or something. Do I have anything to use the mist with? Not really. Gunpowder chill could be interesting with what we've got going on here. That rumbling scared me. I thought I broke the mountain. I was about to cry. No, I need you. $20, $40, and -1, -60. This should be pretty flat. Why is it still spreading so crazy? Does this add spread? No. Is it the chainsaw maybe? There we go, that seems more concentrated. I do not need this wand anymore. I always feel like I'm cheating in this game whenever it gives me Fireball Orbital. It's just so powerful. Cluster Bolt, Rock, nothing good on there. Rude. Ouch. Okay. Everything's coming out of the woodwork. Wait. Hold on. I just need a moment to breathe. Chill out. I didn't mean it. The game is perfectly balanced and fair. Hold on. That's a lot of oil on there. And I just set it all on fire. Nice. Let's speed up the burn down there a bit. Ooh, short teleport. Yes, please. Can get rid of that not so great long teleport. Put this in our back pocket and get rid of this wand. I suppose I could maybe speed this up with this. 187 is not the fastest recharge in the world, but should be fine with the amount of mana capacity we've got. Boom. There's a sniper down there somewhere. Hey, what's up, Potato? Welcome. Get raided. Welcome, welcome. I heard your Squidward fight went well. Congratulations. You've definitely given me an idea for possible build to use that method and maybe speed it up a little bit. Knocked through Hisi base with 1 HP, healed up and killed him. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Never give up. Or he kind of did most of the work himself. Ah, okay. So you managed to figure that out. Very nice. And continue the run tomorrow? Nice, good. Glad to hear your run is still alive. That is very important. What am I looking for? I need black holes and I need some sort of... Oh no, I have black hole. I need some sort of explosive payload. How's your run been? It's going pretty well, as you can see. I already did one trip to Walmart. We're about to do a second trip because I want a specific type of spell in order to deal with the alchemist. It's not a single spell in particular, but I do want something that'll go boom. Those are particularly useful against him. I might just stop by here and pick up Nola. Probably should do that. Also, I know I answered your question with a bunch of words you probably didn't understand. One day you will understand. Okay, he can see through invisibility. Good to know. Why is there a confusion ghost? I don't like that. Oh my god, he sped up so fast. Oh, that takes care of him. Give me heal? No heal. Well, I mistakenly managed to exit my browser, so I didn't hear what you said. Fair enough. Now, we visited an area called Walmart. I might need to double back to the mountain and heal up. That was a one-shot kill? Damn. Yes, when you see the entire payload that was put into him, you can kind of see why. I only noticed you're using a custom skin now. How long have you had it for? I have had my custom skin has been a thing for about 2 or 3 weeks. Ever since we released the cat girl skin, I went and did mine. Do I want this? 1358. Maybe for digging. We've got to go back to the mountain and heal. I'll have to make up a Tate one, I guess. Yeah, it's not too difficult. If you really are interested, I can send you the sprite sheet that I use as a reference. It details all of the different animation poses and everything that you need to edit. And then if you want to change the shape of the character, like make him a little rounder or whatever, that is also possible, but that will need, excuse me, that will need a custom splash map for different stain effects. Lamia is a little more in the know on how to do that. They're the ones that took care of that part of the process for the cat girl skin. All I did was pixel art. BRB, no problem. Do what you gotta do. We'll be here. So that's why stuff works slightly different when I play as a cat girl. Stuff like what, Leon? I don't think we changed anything mechanically. It's just the size of her model is a little different. So whenever it stands in like a puddle or something, the stain effects that appear on the robes and such need to match the model. Like grabbing fluids through walls. I don't think that changes very much. I mean, it is possible. I don't know if the changing of the model size actually impacts hitbox, but I don't think it should. Of course, I already grabbed the heart from here. Lovely. I used to be able to grab teleport liquids through walls without staining myself. This is where I had to change my setup. Again, it is possible. I have no idea. At least to my knowledge, it doesn't change the hitbox. But I could be mistaken. Again, I wasn't the one that implemented the splash map or anything like that. That would be a question for Lamia. Worm. There's a shop here. Okay, of course they blew up. Do I want anything here? No. Let's just make sure there's nothing over there. How did you survive all of that? What? Okie dokie, managed to survive. We've got our health figured out. What do I do about this? This is no longer needed. Put this here. I will grab perk lottery. I could in theory just go and fire at him from the ceiling with this. That should still work. Do fireball orbit spells stack? No. Unfortunately not. You only get one set of orbit around a projectile. Okay, the worm is down here somewhere. Good to know. What have you got? Nothing useful. Sorry, Wormy. We just, we can't have you roaming around free like this. Too many problems. Well, something died up there. Maybe good, maybe bad. But I want to see what's on this. Not quite what we're looking for. It is an explosive, but we need something a little more instant than the bombs. This is fine. We'll make this work. I forgot to take the black hole off. That's fine. The world's slowest elevator down to Alchemist. Il Alchemisti, I am back for your letters. Someday we'll approach the bottom exit of this chasm. Here we go. Slowly but surely he's dying. This is not my favorite method of killing him, but it is keeping us safe and it is effective. One day he'll give up and just Just die and let us take his letters? Okay, I think that's him dying. I hope that is, because if we go down there and we try to fight him, it might not end well. Okay, looks like we won. Nice. Sigma is not fun. Ugh, okay, we did not get very good letters. Pi, Tau, and Omega are decent. Sigma is no good. Okay, well, we got what we came for. Overshot the mountain by quite a bit. Okay, so now we can do I want Omega? Still really slow. We can do Phi here, that's fine. Throw this on there. Ooh, interesting. Venomous Curse is really good. Don't need any of this, I don't think. We will hold on to it for maybe the double spell. See if we can't find something a little more interesting. Ukos Kiwi might not be the best thing in the world right now. But we will remember that it's there because we will need it later. Just in case. Yeah, Giga Saw Blade, no thank you. Or Omega, whatever it is. Lumoxium cracked here. Polymorphine over there. Generally not a great place, huh? Another Ukos Kiwi. going to bed? Alright, take care, Leon. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good night.
What?
Kisses for the homie, good night. Random static projectile could be interesting. I might use Circle of Stillness later. If I can get the right spells, we can just do a circle build. I don't think we need this wand for anything. Drop you here for now. Rude. That's a little dangerous. Ooh, interesting. Not as interesting. Although 832.45 is not bad. We'll hold on to this one instead. Just because Bloodlust is a very powerful modifier to have. We won't use it immediately, I don't think. But it is nice to have there. Holy Bomb, Heavy Shot. We might need Holy Bomb later, actually. We'll hold on to that. Heavy Shot could be useful in the future as well, but we don't have the space for it. Yeah, if I had some sort of homing and unlimited spells, I would definitely try to start using Circle at this point. We do get Toxic Immunity, which is not bad. Although Explosive Immunity is probably better. I think we grab that. We re-roll one more time. Breathless is also not bad. Let's take that. Interesting, but not needed. Also interesting and not needed. Ouch. Where did that thing come from? Laser not needed. Rest in pieces, Mimic. What did I break? pheromone. Nothing crazy. Nothing good on there. I don't know why I keep doing that. I have Kioskivi for fire. I'm back. Headset issues. Oh, well, welcome back. I hope your headset issues have been resolved. This music is near, by the way? Near or neat? I'm going to assume you meant neat. In which case, thank you. I found it on the interwebs. It is called, well, the title is Japanese, but it translates to Strange Walk, which is exactly the sort of title I need because I very much make use of this song whenever I'm traveling to Walmart. That checks out. It's definitely got the vibe of someone going on a very strange walk. I'm so dead. I'm still alive. I'm so dead. I lived. I really thought I was gonna die there. You can do it, thank you. Ooh, this is a really nice wand. That was clutch. It was more luck than clutch, I would say, but I'm glad it seems that way. Recharge time is not a huge issue on any of these, so we probably don't need this. The quad spell might be nice though. We'll bring that down with us. Ooh, damage field could be nice. We may come back up for that if we find homing down there in the next mountain. I'm definitely gonna switch our build to Circle of Stillness. We can already make it infinite with Tau. So here's hoping. lasers, homing, trigger eggs. You making a wisp? Not a wisp. It's very similar to the mist build that that Vera or Ice-T likes to use. It's just I use the Circle of Stillness instead because of the freezing property that it has. This will make a good storage one though. I could just load this up with all of our modifiers. Okay, you just hang out there, Steve. No heals, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. We will take All-Seeing Eye, that is very nice. Do I want Freezing Field? That would give us fire immunity. And the ice that would form around us is not a huge issue. We do have a destructive teleport along with black holes. We'll take this. Wow, okay. I was not expecting this to still be active. Maybe I don't want to re-roll this because we do need to break the re-roll machine later. This is fine. We may come back for that third perk later. Ooh, interesting. Don't need the crit up. And nothing else on that is good, so we will pass on that. Don't need to fight anything that doesn't aggro to us. This should be fine. And we probably won't be stained by anything either way since we have Freezing Field. None of the liquids should affect us. So we theoretically should be able to just roam around pretty freely. Unless you have things like this. Okay, Mage Wars. Fight to the death. That's scary, I almost stepped in that. Okay, this is fine. Let's just let them do their thing. Yes, give me your gold. I love free gold. This is a daunting quarrel to be close to. We're fine. What's the worst that could happen? We lose our invisibility and then we get assaulted from all directions. And nothing out of the ordinary. At least in terms of Noita, anyway. Okay, that thing is gonna blow up. Yep. Do we have toxic immunity? We do not, so I don't want to stand on toxic ice. That's just any Thursday, to be honest. True. It is a very average Thursday for Noita. Okay, well, there goes our visibility. Plan B, just burn everything. Okay, well, we can't burn things if we're frozen. Okay. No panic. Saving grace is actually kind of huge. If we find healing, permanent shield is probably better though in the short term. We'll grab that. I should probably, I don't have enough gold, otherwise I would buy that and throw that on our black holes. Unfortunate. Okay, here's where things get a little complicated, because we are at the second to last mountain. We definitely need to explore the temple. You survived some pretty gnarly situations this run. Yeah, you get very used to having all of these weird situations happen once you've tried the Sun Quest for as long as I've been trying it. We are now explosion and fire immune, so I don't think I need the long distance cast on the attack one anymore. Now that I take a moment to think about it. So we probably should swap that to our teleport. No, I need you here. I also... Well, we didn't get Nola out of the pyramid boss, never mind. So, no Nola on there. Nothing useful on there. We are dangerously close to a bad situation here, because we definitely want some sort of healing in this area. It's gonna be a lot harder to make our way back up without any. Not impossible by any means, but it will be difficult. Something got polymorphed down there. Swapper mage, that's not good. And Steve is out on the loose. Lovely. Oh, one of those things polymorphed, okay. Interesting. I thought he came down from the mountain for a moment. Okay. They are just going at it over there. We'll let them do whatever they're doing. Oh my, they are picking on this poor octopus dude. Rest in peace, that guy. Are these gonna fight? No. Okay, he's got invisible... He can see invisible things. Okay, 3 HP. Not great. Let's just stay away from all of that. You can do it. Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna have to make this a regular call me kill run. These spell selections that we've been given are not quite what we need for a sun quest. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. You make do with what you've got. That's not the right way. Can you not heal up? Go up again and do the things? I don't have any healing spells, is the problem. And I could maybe make my way up to Hisi base again, but we left the factory basically untouched. So going up would be a little bit of a challenge. If we get exposed even once, we're basically dead. Heal at last temple. Oh yeah, that is a fair point. I could do the things after healing down there. You are right. And we probably will have to do that. Let's just grab this. Let Steve be angry over here. Do we have enough for anything interesting? That's a lot of black holes. And projectile teleport is actually really powerful. Welcome back, Kawaii Edge. Okay, I'm starting to have some ideas. They're not fully planned out yet, but I do have ideas. My nephew started acting like a lunatic, so we called it and my sister's putting him to bed. Fair enough. I'm sorry to hear that your family game night ended so quickly, but also, yeah, you can just call me Kawaii or Orphea. Good to know. Don't have to full name me. Fair enough. But yes, sorry to hear your game night ended the way it did, Kawaii. But welcome back. We're glad to have you here. I'm currently in the thought process of how the hell I'm gonna get myself out of this not so great situation. Okay, I think we just go for the gold after this in order to have enough money to break the reroll machines. So we are gonna reroll here. Gas blood is actually huge, or gas fire is pretty big. This is also a very good source of healing. At least while we're still under 1,000. I'm gonna take that and this. And we're going to take projectile area teleport. Gonna anger Steve. Steve is already angry. Look at him. Look at him just floating there. He's so pissed off. This 970, 300. Kind of tempted to swap it. He's being passive aggressive. It's only because he hasn't seen us yet. Okay, so the build we're gonna go for here no longer requires these. We are going to need long distance on this because this is going to hurt quite a bit if we get touched or stuck in it. We're gonna do this, this, this. We don't need gunpowder arc. Lightning damage will go kind of crazy. And chaotic for projectile speed. We're going to double spell Tau. And then we can dispose of all of this. Maybe hold on to this. $1837, $750, $250. I mean, I think we just go for the higher capacity here. The mana stats are pretty much the same. One, two, three. Yeah, once we get proper homing for these things, these are just gonna follow things and basically consume everything in its path. And we don't want to be touched by these because the bloodlust will make it so that it hurts us. And I have been stuck in these things before. They just freeze you over and over. There's no escaping it. Consume everything in its path and can't touch it? Sounds like me in the morning, am I right? Wait, what is this? This is my version of a intangible spell combination. So basically you've got Bloodlust and Electric Charge adding a whole bunch of damage to the Circle of Stillness, being doubled by Tau, or I guess copied by Tau once this runs out of charges. Chaotic Path gives it increased projectile speed. Once we find homing, it's just going to fly around everywhere, freezing and killing things in place. Didn't know circles can have modifiers like that. It's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely my preferred method of having an intangible spell. A lot of people like to use the mists because they auto crit. I like to use the circles because they usually have a secondary effect. Like Circle of Stillness freezes things in place. The Circle of Lightning will shock things in place. You shot them at quite an impractical spot. That's because Steve was floating right there. They last a little long. That's not the right wand. That should be here. They are not permanent? No, they're not. If the reason I don't make these a wisp is because of Bloodlust. If we made that permanent, we would just never be able to walk through it. Whoops. Oh, this might not end well. Yeah, I figured something like that would happen. Okay, well... You should make it permanent anyway for science. No, I've done the science before. I don't want to do that again, Kawaii. You've just seen why. I think we're gonna cut our losses and just take the win here. Like all science, it must be peer reviewed. Fair enough. Well, was not expecting him to do that. Is there a heal in the cave? There was. I could have been smart about it and like just invisibled my way up. But yeah. It happens. This was not a good run for Sunquest anyway, it's fine. Bastard. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and turn the boats on. Just for the last little bit here. I forget which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's Twitch Helper. Where's my mod folder? Okay. New game. Twitch integration. Let's see if this will work first time. Okay, there we go. Voting is connected. Everybody here I think knows how it works, but in case you don't, when the votes appear, you just type in the number for your vote in chat, hit enter, and I will deal with the consequences of your actions. we are going to keep it a little slow because I have not entirely figured out how to work out the UI on the new voting system. So for now, it is just the default with all of the good things and all of the bad things included. You got the OBS texting to work? Oh, you're talking about the vote on screen thing? It shows up inside the game for me. Heyo and good night, your sleep audio. Welcome, Takasek. Not a problem, I hope you have a good night. I am honored to be sleep audio. Mine does not show up in game, really? There is an option on the UI that says, I think show in-game, whatever it is. Once I figure out how to do the OBS texting, I'll be taking the in-game one off. Yeah, I don't want it in my game either. But I haven't really looked too much into it. I figured I should get it working first, and then I'll look at the settings. There's so many of you. Ali, the Jaimes is down there. We've got Sky of Breeze, the TNT thrower. Ow. Do you have lore for your avatar? There is a little bit of a backstory. I think on the about section, there's like 1 or 2 lines. I don't have any lore video or anything. I do have a bit of a backstory in mind that I want to work with, but actually producing it and fleshing it out is going to take a little bit of work. Took me forever to hammer out the details for Orphea. And I'm even debating on completely revamping it all. Yeah, I mean, that happens. If you feel like you need to change things or just completely start from scratch, that's perfectly fine. We don't usually get it right the first time. I've got a few years now of playing D&D. So coming up with characters and backstories and stuff is almost second nature to me. I saw my name, yeah. The vote integration does rename a bunch of characters. You murdered me, I'm sorry. It happens. You know, you guys try to murder me, I need to murder you guys back. That's the circle of life in Noita. I'm also a huge D&D nerd. Nice. Glad to see like-minded people out here in the Noita community. D&D is good fun, was a huge part of my childhood. Ooh, very nice. Currently in a 3-year-long 3.5e campaign. We're currently epic level 45th level characters. That is quite a high level to be at. It's insane, yeah, I would imagine. I didn't know level 45 was insane. I think they probably They probably homebrewed a leveling system. Unless 3.5 had a different leveling system to the normal or to the current stuff. Oh, it has an epic player's handbook, okay. Which has rules for levels beyond 20. Gotcha. We never got past level 15 max. I mean, every table has its differences, right? The longest campaign that I've been a part of, I think my character was about level 8 or 9. And that was after about a year or so of playing. Want to hear that someone still plays 3.5? I started playing a bit before that came out. Yeah, I'm a newcomer to D&D. I started playing during 5th Ed when that came out. But I have been playing pretty consistently for the past like 3 or so years. Actually, maybe a little longer than that. And 5e is great. Indeed, and the variation between groups and GMs is what makes it great. Yes. That is what makes D&D in general great. Is the wide variety of tables and setups that you can have. Simply from different groups of people imagining different things. My group is just super used to 3.5. Yeah, that's fair. So if you guys thought 45th level characters nuts, get this. I'm running 8 characters in that campaign. That seems a little excessive. I think the most I ever did was like 2 in a single campaign. I'm an alcoholic. Okay, fair enough. I think I have too many ideas. That's fair. The one campaign that I had 2 characters wasn't even out of my own choice. The DM threw us what's the thing called? A deck of many things. And I just happened to draw the Knight card, which basically throws a level 3 character at you that you get to control. So I had that one plus my primary character for that campaign. I played a lot of other systems too. I recommend exploring a bit if you haven't already. World of Darkness, Symbaroum, Wild Sea, Dragonbane, many good ones. We also played a lot of others. Okay, nice. I don't think I've gone through too many systems. I have experimented here and there, but I haven't actively gone through like a full campaign or anything. Ouch. Rude. Okay, even more rude. Palladium, Heavy Gear, Rollmaster, World of Darkness, Exalted, The One Ring, Mutants, Masterminds. There's more, but those are just the ones off the top of my head. And that's a lot. What World of Darkness books? We did Mage the Awakening. Vampire the Masquerade. I have heard of Vampire the Masquerade. I've seen it played on through some YouTube groups. Looks very interesting. One HP. Okay, let's go down to the mountain here. This is an interesting wand. Always cast damage up. 2 different kinds of lasers, black holes, teleport. I think we grab that. Throw this in here. 0543. This will probably be our attack wand. Pollen, maybe? Mostly either do just vampire hunters. Just do vampire or hunters. If we're doing World of Darkness, that is. We also played GURPS and Shadowrun. I can rant for hours about how I feel about those. I've never played either, but I've heard a lot about them. I have heard about Shadowrun. It's supposed to be really good. GURPS I have never heard of. Shadowrun is a mess. I heard a lot of good things about Shadowrun. Yeah, I'm surprised that you seem to think it's a mess. I've only ever heard decent things about it. But again, I've never actually played the system, so most of it is just hearsay on my part. The Kiwi will probably be what we go with here. Oh, this has an always cast Eldritch Portal. That might be a problem. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to use this wand. You know what I could rant about for hours? Star Wars 2E. Book written in the fucking 80s, and it's written in a way that shows just how anti-player the game was. I don't know if I would rant about that, but definitely sounds interesting. Okay. Books were made just for the DM to read and were really antagonistic against the players. The section on dark side points legitimately tells the DM to encourage their players to break character instead of gaining a dark side point, because dark side points were really mean to the player and they didn't want the players to have an excuse to be mad about it. I mean, I could kind of see the logic there, but yeah, that doesn't sound like a very fun system unless you're like really heavy into the RP stuff. I'm really heavy into the RP, that's what makes it so frustrating. I mean, the whole point of the dark side is that it's supposed to be an all-consuming sort of just negative thing that you don't really want to have unless you're prepared to sacrifice everything else for it. So from that point of view, I do think it makes sense the way they treated it. But again, I don't think that it makes for a very good role-playing system. You essentially always need challenges with 3 types of enemies because you have real life, spirit things, and the Matrix. Anyone in the Matrix is intangible to real life and OP unless someone is battling them in the Matrix. And the same with spirit people or whatever it's called. So as a GM, you need to cover all 3 worlds in any battle. It is pain. Also, in the version we used, at least none of the list of contents pages or appendix matched with the actual book. You just end up looking online for rules on Reddit, which happens a lot due to vague and convoluted writing. And I'm assuming this is off of the what were we talking about? Shadowrun? Shadowrun, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a bit of a mess. Okay, well, I tried. GURPS is okay, it's just very overcomplicated, but you can run any game of any kind. You just need a PhD in the rules to master it. That's fair. I feel like that's the case with a lot of RPG systems tend to overcomplicate their systems in a sort of attempt to differentiate themselves from D&D and that sort of thing, which is fine, but it makes it very difficult to get into it most times, which is unfortunate. But some also get seen because they do the exact opposite. The exact opposite being that they don't differentiate themselves very much, or because they oversimplify things. Haven't tried it, but Blades in the Dark, I think it's called. I'm assuming this is a system that tried to make things extremely simple. Very streamlined, simplistic, but good system. I could also see that as being a bit of an issue as well, because as you try to simplify certain things, a lot of more specific rules become very ambiguous. And that could also lend itself to a very loose interpretation most times. So there's definitely a balancing act that needs to happen when all of these systems get created. Again, I'm not the most creative person, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know what I'm talking about, but Dungeon World? Dungeon World, I feel like I've heard that name before. I know that there was one system that my friend group wanted to get into. I don't remember. It was called Sword World. It's what was it? It was originally a Japanese system that was based on a sort of like a quote-unquote spirit leveling system. It was very interesting. Honestly, World of Darkness did that really well. You need to be more improvisational. I personally liked that to big rule-heavy systems like D&D. That's fair. It's more of a have fun RP game. P&E. Fiasco is a great simple RP system. Interesting. Powered by the Apocalypse games are all very RP focused games and really fun. That I have no idea about. I've never heard of Powered by the Apocalypse. We've recently gotten into Masks and Monsters of the Week. And yet another system I have no idea about. They have a way of making you feel like you're in the world they're inspired by. Okay, interesting. I mean, I would hope that's the case, especially if it's an RP focused system. Monster of the Week legit makes you feel like you're in a TV show? That's an interesting way to explain that. Like Supernatural, Buffy or something? Okay, interesting. Fiasco is like, imagine an old movie where everything is about to go to crap because people are greedy or have low impulse control. Someone owes money or escapes prison or murder happens, etc. Everyone is equally as much a GM and makes lighthearted, silly characters like that. I'm curious as to how the multiple GM thing would work. It's awesome. You finish in one evening. I mean, it definitely sounds interesting. Masks has a thing like that called the moment of truth, where you're given narrative control for a small time. Two players have a scene together, you roll some d6, but it's very simple. Okay, I see. Yeah, the moment of truth thing sounds very interesting as well. I love rules like this. Yeah, it's always nice to be able to, if the character is the main focus of a specific scene, letting them take a little bit of narrative control over it is always nice. I think maybe we go for... with all the votes and stuff, we probably just want a Comey kill, so we'll take this. In Fiasco 2, it's not important. It's not as important if you live or die at the end. It's about making a fun story and improv. I mean, I feel like that should be the mentality for most RP systems. Gotta sleep now. Have a good night. Yeah, have a good night, Potato. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you get some well-needed rest. Or well-deserved rest, I should say. Not needed. Bad word choice. But I feel like the message is correct. Or maybe it is needed. I have no idea. Regardless, I hope you have a good night. Wording was a bit off, but the intent was good. Yes, exactly. I love talking about CTRPG stuff. RP is my jam. Yeah, everybody's got their favorite sort of thing. I'm glad you were able to have that conversation with Potato. It's definitely given me a bunch of different systems that I could reference maybe in the future. So that is very nice. Probably gonna hop off soon too. Here, almost midnight. Fair enough. Yeah, it is almost midnight. I'm assuming you're also East Coast, so I hope you have a good night. Whenever you get off, if you're just gonna lurk for a bit, that's also fine. Ooh, this is interesting. We'll take that. And chill for another 10 minutes, no worries. Perfectly understandable. It is late, so whenever you gotta go, then you gotta go. That's a-okay. Oh, rude. Okay. Didn't end up working on my PNGs at all. Well, I am sorry we distracted you so much, but we do appreciate the attention that you've given us. Oh, it was mostly the game thing that threw me off? That's fair, yeah. I had completely forgotten that that even happened. Four-second recharge is crazy. I've got such a powerful presence, it was like I never left. Basically, yeah. Drilling shot is really interesting. Don't need this. Electrocution. Okay, I feel like that didn't work. I really need to look into these votes, because I think I noticed this last night as well. Some of these just don't seem to be triggering things. So I may need to do some testing on the new vote system to make sure everything is actually being transferred properly. A bit of scuff is normal. True. That doesn't mean I need to enjoy it though. I like scuff when I know why things are scuffed. I don't like it very much when I have no idea why it's not working. I got hit with a big tire. I started this thing. That'll happen. It is rather late. Like I said, if you've got to go, then you got to go. No worries. It's like when I realized how late my body was. How late it was, my body was like, now we sleep. Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty natural response. Once your body realizes that it's late and that it should be sleeping, it will tell you that you need to sleep. But I'm the boss of my body. It does what I want. I mean, to a certain extent, sure. But there will always be autonomous processes that you kind of gotta obey if you want your body to function. I say even before my body creates a tumor to assert dominance. Let's not go that far, Kawaii, please. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I could use that interaction somehow. That is really interesting. I've almost died like 3 times already. I'm not too worried. I mean, with that sort of win streak against death, I wouldn't be too worried either. But I still wouldn't, I would not encourage my body to develop cancer though. That might be a little far. Death is scared of me? Depends. That is definitely a statement you could make. I did canonically kill the Grim Reaper in my lore. Fair enough. Okay, this is not great. My lore is batshit. I mean, everybody's lore has some sort of some level of crazy to it, I feel like. Especially in the VTubing community. We've got a whole bunch of talking animals, we've got people that have lived for thousands of years or eons, we've got VTubers that are abstract concept. Orpheus older than the universe. There you go. That's definitely an idea. I am just Shark at the moment. Yes, and then we have Sky with the most simple but effective lore. Am Shark. Please feed. I am all for it. Please feed. I mean, I feel like please feed would be something a shark says, right? I could be wrong. I'm an eldritch goddess who travels and explores the multiverse. Fish are food, not friends. Wait. As expected of the shark. That's the wrong wand. Okay, let's express dive down. That's fine. I'm not a fan of fish, so they can be your food. I don't mind fish, so I'll share. I get can't smoke herring, kipper, and those are always good. Yeah, usually I buy tins of like sardines or what are those other ones? Like sardines, and then there's another small fish that I'm not remembering the name of that usually come in tins. But I usually buy tinned fish pretty often. This is actually not a bad wand. It is a forecast. 0.38. We can do this. 2, 3 damage, and don't want that. Or this. That's pretty good. Yeah, have a good night, Kawaii. I hope you get some rest. Triple cast with a double means this should all fire at the same time. Okay, that should work. Theoretically, anyway. EST gang? Yeah. And I can't afford any other wands here, right? No. Okay. That's the order we need. We go this way. Okay, do not the fire, please. Thank you. That's a lot of lightning. Oh, he is so dead there. Unfortunate sniper. I got no money. Oh, that was painful. This could be useful. Okay then. Let's relax a little bit here. Yeah, mana overdrive also didn't work here. I've really got to double check why that's not working. Like, some of them do, and then some of them just do nothing. It's really weird. Homing is actually kind of big. If If I throw homing on this, that would be too much, I think, right? 70, 80, 90, 110. That's not bad, actually. Take fire immunity. Hold on to that. So the forecast on these might actually be good. Of course I hit the wall. Right at the end. Cheese. Another one that doesn't work. That's not good. I did that to myself. I should not have hit that green crystal. I thought it would be the exploding one. Oop. Oop, indeed. On that note, though, I think we are going to end the stream here. So let's switch over to the yapping room while I close things out. Interesting stuff. I've got to definitely take a look at the configurations for the integration system because obviously something is not set up right. So that's going to be something I look into maybe tomorrow at some point. I'll have to see. Let's close that. Also, a lot of yapping today. Definitely some distractions going on with the TTRPG stuff, but a very welcome change from the usual just regular voting or straight up just Noita talk. Plans for the week, I think, or for the weekend rather. Wow, it's already the weekend, jeez. More SunQuest, obviously. I think I am probably gonna try and get some daytime streams done on Saturday and Sunday. Like for real this time. I know I said that last week, but then I got very distracted with the evenings and I basically slept through the entire morning. So that's gonna be something coming up here. Other than that, I do need to fix some settings on my model, I think. The mouse is not syncing the way I want it to, so that might be something that gets fixed over the weekend as well. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for the evening. Thank you very much for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you here, Sky. And anybody else who may be lurking, thank you very much for hanging out and sparing us whatever time you spare us. That's neck bongo tap. Oh, that reminds me. Neck recently gave me a follow. I gotta thank him for that at some point. if you're still gonna be up, Sky, I could raid into somebody if you want. Obviously somebody reasonable, nothing crazy like Dunk Stream, preferably. But otherwise, we will end the stream. I don't know what, I probably won't follow. Fair enough. Yeah, I think we probably shouldn't raid anyway. I know Taku did stop by and said I was sleeping noise, so I don't want to raid into somebody who might disturb his sleep if he's still even here. But yeah, that being said, thank you very much for stopping by and giving me the attention that you have given me. If anybody watches this VOD for whatever reason in the future, thank you for watching as long as you have. And for everybody, I hope you all have a good rest of your day or evenings, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.